Good morning. Happy Monday to ya. Happy Monday to ya. It's a Monday. Hello, hello. How are you guys? Geez, Louise, I'm on here on a Monday morning, feeling good, not well rested, but I'll take a nap after this live. Geez, Louise, I have been busier than a bee since I retired. I'm like, who knew? But I really don't feel retired because, I'm used to being off in my summers. I'm used to having the summer, so I won't really feel retired until it's time to go back to school. So in the meantime, in between time, I got time. That's what I said. I have time. Actually, another thing that happened is my social life picked up since I retired. I've been going to so many retirement parties. One of my close friends also retired, and her work bestie, we're like in a little group, of teachers that do things together, separate from the teachers in my district. They're in a whole different district. And so we're looking forward to hanging out. So I got coffee dates with so many folks, like 4 or 5 different groups of people. So I am busy. And then 3 of those groups, I'm in charge of organizing it. So it's just so funny how I, went from not being social to like being social, only because my daughter's at summer camp. So that's where I'm coming from. I just dropped my daughter off to summer camp, and I'm not a coffee girl. Is there anybody in here? Are you coffee people? Who do we have in here? We have some friends in here. We have Mel to the B. Mel, I know Mel is a coffee. I call her a coffee nista. She loves coffee. And actually, this is a funny story. Mel and I, we started chatting outside of YouTube because for Lent, I had given up. Oh, I think I gave up meat that last year, or was it last year or the year before? I gave up meat, and Mel was going to give up coffee. We wanted to tackle something that was, a big challenge for us. And so Mel could not give up that coffee. That's how much of a coffee nista she is. She was on it with the coffee. She's like, I gotta have my coffee. And I, not for nothing, that's why she stays so high strung and, moving, because she's drinking coffee. Cheers to Mel. I got my little Chicago mug. I love Chicago. I used to date a guy, long distance relationship in Chicago. I would have married this guy had he lived in Ohio. Oh, but I wasn't moving to Chicago. So, and then the reason why we got disconnected was because of COVID. Like when COVID happened, I wasn't traveling. He wasn't traveling. I definitely wasn't traveling. And I used to be the one that always traveled to him. So, you know how they say flued out? He would fly me out. But when COVID happened, I really couldn't. And then, especially with my daughter. And then I was always so worried that I would give my dad, be exposed to, people, kids, everybody, and give something to my dad. Older people at that time, they were the most vulnerable and still may be. So I was very cautious. So that's not for nothing. We never had a fallout. I don't even think we ever had an argument. Can you believe that? I don't think we ever had just an argument. Times I was annoyed with him. Don't get me wrong, but we never argued about it. It was just like we kind of, just kept it moving. So, so I love that. Geez, Louise, don't start getting me to reminiscing. What did Mary say? Reminisce on the love we had. So anyway, so that's Mel to the B is a coffee lady. Well, we have Be Well with Cara. Or is it? I think it's Cara. I think when I went on your channel, I think I pronounced it. You said Cara. Okay. Is it Cara? Geez, Louise, I'm so confused. But I had a student when I was watching your video. I had a student. Her name was Kira. And I remember, I'll remember it that way. Of course, I forgot already. Let's blame it on the menopause of it all. But good morning. How are you? And you'll have to correct me and make sure I'm saying your name correctly. Dee Dee, she says, happy Monday to you. Happy Monday to you. Cookie, you are just so awesome. Super supportive. I just love your personality. Geez, Louise, we are friends, honey. Who else do we have in here? We got Life of Vivi. She says, good morning. How are you, BB? Oh, my goodness. We got the BB up in here. We got doses of Shawnee. She's saying hello to the people. Hey, Shawnee, how are you? We got J to the C. She says, good morning. Had my sound on vibrate. So glad I looked at my phone. Well, welcome in on, can you believe we're chatting on a Monday morning? I love that. All right. So Cookie is saying hello to people. JC is listening while working. JC, that is so me. Listening to folks while I'm working. Great morning, everyone. I love the great morning. Grand rising. I feel like we need like a Okay, all right. Welcome to the chat. I love that. Wait a minute. We got, according to Tracy from DC. Oh my gosh, you are looking fabulous as oh, get out. Look at that. I love, black is my favorite color. It's so classy, so timeless. You got the sparkling something up in there. We love that. You got the hair, the pose, the earrings are everything. I just love a good profile pic. You know what? In my second career, I should be like a photographer because I love the pictures, the angles, all of that. Loving it. Okay, what a delightful surprise. Same to you. Andrea, how are you? Look at that hair. The color is everything. I love it. Okay, so you know what? It's so funny. I was going through my cabinet. I'm to bring it the next time, but of course, we got all kind of Delta mugs, Delta this, Delta that. Well, I found a Delta shot glass. Thora, I was actually looking for something New York. I wanted a New York mug because New York, shout out to New York Knicks. They are the champions, but I couldn't find it. So I went with Chicago because it's my favorite color, red. But I started to put my coffee in this, Thora, and not a Delta mug. I'm going to bring that out one day. But I have this. I teach kids. Nothing scares me. Isn't that so true? Except for the gym. Or you guys are going to be quick to remind me. I was scared of that gym. But look at this. Jeez Louise. My goodness. So, and this mug is huge. I'm not a big coffee person. Mel needs a mug like that because she drinks a lot of coffee. Let's see. Who else do we have in here? You said with all that you're doing, you're semi-retired. Yes, I know. It's so crazy. Let's see. Ooh, Elizabeth, how are you? I love the hair color. She says, good morning. What a fun thing to do on a Monday morning. It's only 8:30 here in the Midwest. Just going to grab some coffee in the kitchen and hang with you. Oh, well, come on and hang with us. We love that. Jeez Louise, cheers to us with the coffee. Now, I usually don't have a spoon hanging out in my coffee, but I do for a reason. I'm going to share what that is pretty soon. Okay, so when I finish talking to people, you know what I want to talk is I just want to talk about this. To start off talking about retatrutide. Is it called retatrutide? I call it retatrutide. But I listened to the CEO of Eli Lilly. I still say Eli Lilly, and he pronounced it. What did I just missed it. Wait, I'll catch it in a second. I lost the pronunciation just that fast. Okay, but wait a minute. I got distracted too because I saw Kim. How are you? How are you? Vivi says she got to have that coffee. It's a lot of coffee nistas. I'm just not. Oh, okay. Tanya says it's the tea for me. Okay, very good. Tanya, how are you? Let's see. Ooh, Profi. So mine is a Profi too, because and that's one of my questions. I want to, while I'm going down this little list, I want to know from you guys. This is going to be a time for us to chat it up. So hopefully you're talking more than me or asking questions more than I am. So I just wanted to, this is our little topic today. We're going to talk about some little hot topics. If you guys have anything you want to talk about, just put it in the chat. We'll talk about it. But I wanted to know, what do you guys add to your coffees? Cookie, I think is the one who talked about the Profi. I have in here, I'm going to show you what I have in mine. Let me find my little, well, sometimes I put this baby. But I don't like to put that in my coffee. I like to drink that baby when I'm eating that protein and can't really, have a meal like I wanted. But this is what's in my coffee right now. So I got the Fairlife, 30 grams of protein, smooth little shake. I call it a smoothie. It's a shake. So that's what's in here. That's not why I have this spoon though. So cheers to me. And that's all I put in my coffee. And I don't really I'm not a big milk cream cheese type of person. Like I don't like melted cheese. If I like shredded cheese that can melt quick. But I don't like the melted cheese that you dip and all that. I'm not a cottage cheese girl. I'm not a dairy girl. But if I'm like, I think Starbucks has some of the strongest coffee around. And the coffee I like, this is how much I'm not a coffee nista, is I like McDonald's coffee. And if you go on Mondays and Wednesdays around me, it's $1. It was like right up my alley. $1, the $1 holla, I like to call it. And so I'll get that coffee, and this is probably going to grow some of you fat coffee nistas out, but that coffee will last me for almost 4 or 5 days. Maybe I can stretch it out to a week if I get a large. If I get a large, I don't need to go back until like Friday but it's more expensive. It's like almost $2. What's up with that McDonald's? So if I go to McDonald's, a lot of times I go to Starbucks, because I get a lot of gift cards from my students that I've just had over the years. And really, once my daughter got hooked on to Starbucks, I'm almost out of these good gift cards because she loves it. She loves going there. Starbucks is expensive. I mean, not for nothing. She needs a part-time job if she's going to keep going to Starbucks after these gift cards run out, because one drink is like $6. And I remember I went to, buy her teacher just a little something, like it was a teacher appreciation week. And culminating at the end, I got a $25 gift card. But every day along the way, you knew her favorite things. So we would get her favorite things like M&Ms, chocolate donuts, something for her pet, whatever. So the one day I thought it was drink was the theme for the one day. Now I knew I had already gotten her like a $25 Starbucks gift card at the end. So I went to Starbucks to get her a little $5. So my daughter, when I went up there to pay, my daughter said, "Mom, she can't buy anything here with $5." I'm like, "She can't." So the girl at the register, she's a young girl, so cute. She's like, she started laughing. And I said, "Well, not for nothing. She only has to add $1 or $2." And my daughter's like, "Mom, when you come here, you just want to be able to buy the whole drink." Is that true? Coffee nistas, is that true? So anyway, I ended up getting a $10 gift card. I could have got like a 6 or 7. You could put whatever, but I just thought, let's round this baby up to the nearest 10. I got her $10 card. So yeah, so my daughter was like, "Mom, you can't buy anything." So now that she knows that, stop asking me for money for Starbucks. How about that? I think she thinks like the gift cards just grow on trees. I don't think she realizes that people pay money for you to get the gift card, which she should, right? Because she just witnessed me buying a gift card. So, geez, Louise. All right. So anyway, all right, we have some more people joining us. I got off on a tangent here. So what do you guys add to your coffee? I saw Shawnee. And if I scroll down past your comment, it's not because I tried to do that. Sometimes it just does that. I got so distracted by my soror. Okay, and then Cookie talked about by the way, guys, I don't know her. It's so funny. I don't know, personally, know Tracy, but I know her. That's the great thing about having a sorority sister. You don't know them, but you know them. So that's so cool because I could go to any city, country, state, wherever, the White House, and I'm going to see some Deltas, and they're going to welcome you in. So you never have a stranger wherever you go. So I just love that. I love that. All right, so we don't know each other, but we are sisters. We know each other, and we know what we've been through, right? How about that? All right, so let's see I'm scrolling down. Not for nothing, I love all sorority sisters. If you're not even in one, but my cousins are AKA. So there's that. One of my good friends is a Zeta. So yeah, it just I'm not like shutting the folks out. It's not, but let's see. We are the devastating divas. How about that? Shay, my name twin. How are you? I'm trying to scroll down and make sure I didn't miss anyone. Okay. Monday morning coffee for the summer. An iced coffee with chocolate protein shake. Oh, see, I'm not into the cold coffee. Maybe I'll try that. Jeez, Louise. Okay. All right. So I'm trying to scroll down. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Jeez Louise, the solo cruiser. I gotta talk to you about these solo cruises. I don't really want to I want to go to the movies solo. I don't really like to go to dinner solo, but I have. But and I said to myself, no, I could go to the movies and I could see some. All my movies have been kid movies. Like it's like whatever my daughter wants to see is what I'm watching at the movies. So now I thought I could go on my own, like to the movie and sit and just enjoy the movie with my retired self. But I mean, geez Louise, I can't imagine going on a cruise by myself. Oh gosh, I give you a lot of credit. Let me give you some confetti for that. The solo cruiser. Oh my goodness. How about that? Here we go. Some confetti. Jeez Louise. Cute pic. So if you're interested in going on a solo cruise, check out her channel. All right, somebody else is multitasking. Stacy, how are you? Stacy said, I'm multitasking. Thank you for stopping in and watching. People would say they were in the wrong live. When you say the wrong live, do you mean you were on the vertical one or a whole different person's live? Jeez, Louise. Okay. I'm sorry. Just Sherry, how are you? She said, good morning. I must have didn't catch her earlier, but okay, so I'm scrolling down. What are you guys putting in? Nurse Nikki, how are you? Looking cute in the red dress. I love the pose of it. Geez, do you have on a hat like me? I'm a hat. Well, I'm going to be a hat girl. Okay, so Mel is coming in hot with the phonics. I think I said it right the first time, but I can't hold it. All right, so Nurse Nikki, how are you? Look at you, super cute. All right, Retatrutide. That's how, no, Retatrutide. Retatrutide. See, I always want to say Retatrutide. You know who's got me saying that is Dave on the pen. Or is it Countess of one of those guys, one of those two say Retatrutide. I mean Retatrutide. And I was saying Retatrutide, and then I heard them, and then I started saying that way. And all I think about is that dinosaur in my head that the Countess puts up when she's talking about it. Okay. Oh, yes. Vivi, somebody who likes coffee and likes the McDonald's. I think people hear McDonald's and we know what's up with their burgers and fries, allegedly. Very good for some folks that want to eat it, right? You hear all these things about McDonald's, but I'm telling you, the coffee is what's up. And I think people just think I like it because I'm not a coffee nista. So thank you, Vivi. I'm going to give you some confetti for that. Girl after my own heart. Love it. Okay. All right. All right. Somebody else who loves the McDonald's coffee. Thank you. That makes me feel a little better. Good morning, Dee in chat. Sneaking in before a meeting. Oh, we'll catch up. Thank you. Thank you, Sweet Bee. How are you? So, Mel, you're drinking espresso style dark coffee only. Oh, with the pure leaves stevia drops. That's it. That's all. Okay, very good. I love that. Okay, so you're adding collagen powder, non-dairy creamer, and sweetener to your coffee. Okay. Do you mind telling us the sweetener? Yeah, McDonald's does have good coffee. Mm-hmm. Ooh, what are you putting in there? Ooh, same as a thing, but you're putting plus protein powder, Miralax. Miralax. Jeez Louise, hold on. I gotta go to the bathroom. Oh my goodness. Jeez Louise. Oh, what are you guys drinking? So we have 34 people watching. Now we have 25 likes. You got to come in and like the video or just go and like the video. How about that? Oh, Kim is drinking. Oh, you guys are fancy smancy. Double shot espresso, caramel premier protein, collagen, and caramel drizzle. What in the what? That sounds so good. How come I don't know about that? Stacy. Oh, you have your Oikos 30 grams of protein shake. Okay, well, let's do a cheers to that. Bam, bam, bump, 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 bam. All right, love it, love it, love it. Okay, all right. Ooh, Mel said was 9 likes. Now I hope we're up to at least 20 likes like the live. Y'all do that too. I'm famous for coming in some folks live. I'd be so excited to be in there or I'm multitasking and don't, like it. Ooh, Fair Life. Ooh, to make a latte. Okay, so the other live you were on, you couldn't see the. Oh, okay, okay. I was gonna say, is that two DDs out there? All right, somebody. Okay, so I'm so fascinated by that. Wait a minute, that's right. You're my soror too. Love it. Okay, so you said there are so many other solo travelers when you cruise or land travel, and sorors. You will never be alone unless you want to be. And I bet some people do. Okay, very good. Okay, very good. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, your hubby loves McDonald's. Okay, we gotta get some confetti to the hubby. Dun, 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 And I have been known to spend a coin, but I'm telling you, if you could get something at a value price that's just as good, why not? Like, why not? You know what I'm saying? And now this fits right into my retirement budget. How about that? Okay, so okay, Dustin, what do you say? Hi, Tamika Michelle. Okay, Sig uses trivia for the sweetener. We love that. Okay, so you started week 9 of your GLP-1 yesterday. Your husband took his very first shot. It has been a life changer for you. All right, 38 pounds down. Love your channel. We love that. Very good. Okay, so you started week 9. You're 38 pounds down, and your husband took his very first shot. So we got to give you guys some confetti. Congratulations to you. That is awesome. Jeez, Louise. It's so funny because in my comments, Dustin, I'll get people on there that say, let me put up our next topic and then we have a super chat. We're going to get to that. So here's my question. Would you take retatrutide once it's approved? Because we know it's not approved. And I got to give a disclaimer. But before I give this disclaimer about this, because I don't want people, well, let me do it now, because I don't want people thinking that I am promoting or talking about I'm just going to call it Retta. That I'm talking about this Retta that's not approved by the FDA. So, yeah, let me just say. And if you go in the description of this video, it's a more detailed one specifically about Retta, or retatrutide. But the content in this video is for informational, educational purposes only, and it does not constitute medical advice. So anybody on here, we're just telling our experiences. We're not trying to give you medical advice. And I always say, if you find something, you can take it and use it. Talk to your doctor about it first. Run it by your doctor or healthcare professional. I always say, don't trust some lady or man on the internet. So yeah, I think that's important. But I know a lot of people are using this and it's not approved. So I don't even know how are folks trusting that it's not approved to use it. But I mean, hey, stranger things have happened. Some people just trust this. I'm one of those people. I didn't even want to take Mounjaro that's been tested, tried and true. So people taking that Reddit, geez, Louise. Okay, so let's go to our super chat and let's dive into some of this Reddit info. Thanks for sharing your new semi-retired journey with us, my friend. You keep giving and giving of yourself and it's not overlooked. I'm for it. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Hail to the B. And I appreciate your support. Absolutely. I'm going to talk about this in a second, but let me give her some. So here we go. All right, so I want to say, I want you guys, if you haven't seen my latest video, I want you guys to go and check it out. And usually I don't upload a video that late, but it had a lot going on. I feel like things were moving slow. It was something going on with this editing program I use. It wasn't like had anything to do with like the internet or anything. It was just kind of like this program was not working. So that slowed me down. And so anyway, but 80 pounds lost, 80 plus pounds. If you've been following my journey, you probably know the exact number. But I had lost up to 88 pounds at some point. And and I just, was looking at my comments, which got me to reflecting on myself. And I thought, people have come so far on their GLP-1 journeys, and people still feel like it's not enough. They feel like, okay, yeah, I lost 40 pounds, but I need to lose 80 more. Or some people have said, yeah, I lost 100 pounds, but I still have 50 more to go. And we know at the beginning, and people get discouraged. And you might say, even with me with 88 pounds, and even though, it's fluctuated and I'm not at 88 pounds down now, but, you might say, oh, well, you lost so much weight, why are you, not grateful? And I don't think it's not that people are grateful. I think that our expectation is that we're going to just keep rolling along. You're going to keep losing and losing and losing. And at some point, I don't know if you, I'm not going to say I don't know. It's a lot of different reasons, right? At some point, your body hits a set point. Remember, I said this, and and this is it's a great thing. This stuff is on video because you don't have to make up what you say. You could go back and actually, watch yourself, and you can see it. And one of the things that happens when you're what do you call it? One of the things that happens when you're losing and losing and losing, your body hits that set point. And I always say my set point is in the 220s. If I could break that 220, which I did at one point, I got down to, I want to say 218, but my body loves being at that. So according to research, your body does have a set point and you have to break through it. In order to break through it, a lot of times you got to do something different. And people are saying, oh, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. But I think a lot of times, and I don't know because I'm not a doctor, but I know a lot of times what we tend to do is we eat less, right? And if you eat less and you move more, if you eat less and move more, then, people think like, oh, I'm going to lose a lot of weight. And sometimes your body fights to hold on to it. It's like, it reminds me of like fighting and holding on. Like biology, that's just how it works. So sometimes you have to do other things. And dare I say, sometimes you got to eat more. People don't want to hear that. But I'm telling you, every time I got into a rut, I ate more. I added 200 more calories to what I was eating, which usually was around 1,600. And then guess what? I started to lose again. So there's that. So, I just think that it's so tough. And then, it's just so tough, like keeping that going at a certain point. And I can't really think of a whole lot of people that didn't hit a stall and talk about it on YouTube. But my girl, Allie from Fit Flavor Fun, I remember watching her, and I don't remember she hit a lot of plateaus. She just seemed to, until now, she got close to her goal. See, the closer you get to your goal, the weight loss really slows down. So hopefully this video is helpful to people. I talk about, a lot of things. That truth number 7 I talk about is, geez, Louise, I mean, it is a real thing that I'm kind of going through right now. So I want you guys to go check out that video and hype it up so that they push it out to people. And really my videos now, if you don't know, the theme of it is I'm trying not to focus so much on the weight, even for myself. I'm trying to focus on giving people hope and some, guidance on what I've learned so far, going through my journey, and alternatives, right? Because we all don't have to do the same thing. Hopefully we're not all doing the same thing because our bodies is so different. And so that's it. That's all. So I want you guys to go back and check out that video. You guys know I went to the gym. I'm so proud of myself. I'm going to talk a little bit about exercise as we move on here. People are really watching this video 2 years later. If you want to know what it's like to be taking a GLP-1 after 2 years, watch that video. It's not all roses. I'm going to tell you that. It is not. And I'm going to tell you one last thing, and then I have a special guest coming up. But one last thing I want to say is, the comment on one of my videos, I say in my video everywhere I go, probably, which is one of the things I need to stop doing. So if I say that, somebody in the comments stop me. But what I tend to say is, oh yeah, I lost 80 plus pounds. And then I'll say, but I have, like they asked me. Nobody asked me. So why am I offering this? But I'll say, but I have 60 or 70 more to lose. Now I've had friends in real life who see, you can see my whole shebang going on here. And you guys have seen me, on the camera and stuff, but they'll be like, how there's no way you could lose 70 more pounds, 60 more pounds. Are you crazy? What's going on? Well, somebody told me in the comments yesterday that, you do not have 60 or 70 more pounds to go. Like, what are you talking about? Maybe 20 to 25. But I do, because think about it. I'm trying to get to, and it could change, but I'm trying to where I'm not overweight. I want to get to where I'm just normal. Like my A1C. Can my A1C and my weight hang out together in the same category? So that's what I'm trying to do. And in order to do that, that weight has to come down. Now, I might look good at 220. I might look better at 210. I might look, you know, whatever at 180. But according to, you know, what my doctor says, what the numbers say, I need to be 149 and below. So anywhere between 149 and 145. And that's why I say I have 60 to 70 more pounds to go. But who knows? I might get down to a size 8 and say, hold up, I'm staying at an 8. Who knows? I guess the best thing I can say is that we have options. Now, my special guest, I told she could come on here at 10 o'clock and we're going to finish up with the coffee. Then we're going to go to the Retta. And, you know, I thought I could talk about the Retta before she came on. But of course, I got to be up in this chat socializing. So we have our special guest. Now, I'm going to tell you, when she was in this live on Wednesday, she was in the live and we were talking about, I don't know what we were talking about, maybe constipation. I haven't talked about constipation so much in my life. Jeez Louise, it's like, who knew constipation can even be a whole topic? So we were talking about constipation and this, I don't know what they were talking. Sometimes you guys are having your own conversations in the chat and I'm doing something else. So, but all I know is I saw this lady said she puts olive oil, extra virgin. I don't know if it has to be extra virgin olive oil in her, I should have brought her on last, now that I'm thinking about it, because I might have to go after I put this in my coffee. So anyway, she said she put this in her coffee. And I said, can you come on and talk about it? Like, why would you do that? And people have said to me since then, oh, I knew about that. That was the thing. Well, it's new to me. I'm like a kid in a candy store. You know, I don't really experiment with stuff. I don't take medication. I'm only taking Mounjaro. That's it. That's all. Before that, I was only taking birth control back in the day. That's it. That's all. Other than that, I might take, you know, if I have allergies or get an antibiotic, you know, stuff like that. But I'm not a big, you know, my doctor prescribed Zofran. I never took it. You know, my doctor wanted me to take a high blood pressure pill. I said, absolutely not. So I'm one of those people, I don't experiment with stuff. So I'm learning. This is like a learning journey for me. Like talking about constipation, you know, if I could talk about that, I could try a little extra virgin olive oil in my coffee. Okay. So I didn't realize this lady was a content creator. And I was so excited because I thought I try to get subscribers to come on here and chat and nobody wants to, which would have been me before I was a content creator. And so she was like, oh, come on. And then I was like, when I saw her, I'm like, I've seen this lady somewhere. Like I couldn't put my finger on it. And then somebody told me she was on another channel on Allie. I call her my Mounjaro sister, salt and pepper. Because we've collaborated, Allie and I, you know, several times. So, and I also interviewed her as well. So, and I said, okay, I did remember seeing that lady. It was I remember like, who's that black lady with Allie? Is what I was thinking. I gotta go check her out, but I've been so busy, so I haven't had a chance to really check her out. I kind of went on her channel and looked at some things. And I'm gonna tell you when she comes up. I ran across this on her channel, and geez, Louise, here she is. Okay, you have to tell me, is it Cara or is it Kira first when you come up?
You were right, Cara.
Cara!
Yeah.
And
hey, Shay. I'm so happy to be here. I love you. I'm so grateful that you have me on here.
Thank you.
It's hilarious to me how I got here, though. Like you said, I never, my personality, I'll talk about a lot of things, but I never thought I would be on the internet in any way talking about constipation, girl. You know, I'm fine too. I'm changed being a part of this wonderful community, though, because it's just a part of it now. We have to know what to do so we don't end up in a lot of trouble.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
yeah. So thank you for having me. I'm thrilled to get to talk to you live.
Well, thank you so much. And I guess because I'm not a coffee nista, I was like, who puts oil? It was just, now I remember somebody told me, remember the CT, isn't there like an MCT oil or something like that? An MC, what's it called?
So
I remember
I'll share
hearing
this.
about that.
The first time I ever put any kind of oil into my coffee was butter. because I was
Mm.
doing intermittent fasting.
Okay, I
And
remember.
I actually lost 30 pounds intermittent fasting. And I only gained like 5 back from that. That was the first time I ever lost a good bit of weight and didn't gain it all back when I
Okay,
changed,
so when you
went
say
back to my
intermittent
old weight.
fasting, so when you say intermittent fasting, tell us like
Oh,
what your hours that you were doing.
okay, so I started with 16/8. So I would fast for 16 hours, and that would start at dinner the night before, and then you count until usually it ended up being around lunchtime. So it didn't feel that hard because I love breakfast food, but we have breakfast for dinner a lot of times around here because we like it so much. So it wasn't like I had to have breakfast food in the morning. I'm just not a big morning eater, but I
Okay.
used to try to be because I believed a lie. And I was like, what? When I found out Kellogg's made that up, or some company that sells like breakfast food made up the lie that we believe that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Did you know
Yeah,
that?
her. Yeah,
Isn't
yeah.
that
When you hear
crazy?
about it, you think it's so smart how they did that, right?
I know, but I felt so manipulated. And I was like, okay, Lord, what else is not true? You know, what else is not real?
Right.
So anyway, I started with that. And then I tried MCT oil, which is great, but
Interesting. Okay.
it kind of messed with my stomach more than the butter did. So I just had to be really careful with that. And I tried to just do little bits. And I actually used more of um, coconut oil, which has it's an MCT oil also. But I heard about olive oil somewhere. I can't remember where I heard about it. But my husband reminded me when we were talking about it when my children were small. Every now and then I would hear from the bathroom, Mama, I need some hot water. Because I would give them warm water to help them if
Uh,
they were in a little trouble. So it does help. But with something like what we deal with, we need a little more than that. I have not found water to help. So when I started having, even hearing friends having issues just on here in this YouTube, wonderful YouTube family, I was like, okay, what can I do so that I make sure that I don't end up in real trouble? Because you hear some horror stories. And I was like, I'm a proactive kind of person. So I remembered that. So early in my journey, I started employing that. If I was like even a day feeling like, okay, nothing's happened, I better get on it. So I actually don't mix it, Shay. I actually take like a little shot of it. So I put my little shot
oh,
glass out here for you. And not even like a full shot glass. It's like a quarter of an ounce kind of thing. So it's just a little bit.
so if
If
I
I'm
put some
really
in this
feeling in
thing,
trouble,
if I put some in here, is that not enough? I'm just gonna
don't
start
do
off
it
little.
yet. Don't do it yet, because I don't want you to be like, "Sorry, y'all, I gotta go." I don't suggest, especially if you've
Okay.
never done it before. I don't suggest that you do it on live because you don't know
Okay.
how quickly your body's gonna react. Because
Right.
I
Yeah.
literally take that little swig and then I take my hot coffee and chase it with that. And
I
usually
see.
the two together kind of get everything moving. But I don't do this every day. It's not like my first line of defense. My first line of defense is what we all do. Our making sure we have our protein, but also make sure we have our fiber and make sure we're
Fiber.
drinking our water. Because if I do that, most days I don't need any help, honestly. But sometimes, especially right after I've taken my shot, seems like it's, I don't know, like everything is slower. So I might need it today because I took it yesterday. So we'll see. I don't just, I just keep it on ready. I keep it locked and loaded in
Locked
case
and
I need
loaded.
it. But I don't drink it every day. And I don't recommend that everybody does. But I see people saying just for health, olive oil, extra virgin olive oil is really known for being a great tool that some people drink every day. They'll take a little shot of it every day. Yes, yes.
Here's one. I got a
Awesome.
big old container of it.
Yeah. So I have one with my name on it because this is the one I keep by my coffee.
Okay.
We have
All right.
another bottle that we use for cooking that looks like yours, but it's just one of those things. I'm happy to share anything because I have gleaned so much from you and from so many other people, and it's just great to have things like you said earlier. It's wonderful to get to share what works for us because it might not be what you need, but it might be something that another one of our friends needs. So
Yes.
I
So
just
I'm gonna
love.
tell you, this is what gets me going. And I think because in addition to the fiber, so it's like
Mhm.
this little bit to put me over the edge. Well, these little gummies.
Oh yeah.
So I take
Yes.
two. That'll do it. I also have these, and haven't really taken these a whole
Oh
lot.
yeah. Those are
And
kind of
then of
like
course the
Metamucil, I
mango
think.
7. So
Yes.
psyllium husk, we know that's
Yeah.
a known, supplement for the fight. And they have them like the actual, you can pour them on stuff, put them on stuff. Kind of reminds me of
Yeah.
chia seeds a little bit. But yeah,
Yes.
so all those little things help out. I do love the Mango 7, but Mango 7 is
hmm
like more like a cleanser. And
Yes.
when I stopped showing that on here, because I think people were taking it every day, and really you shouldn't take it every day,
No.
So people were taking
No.
it. So if I used to have a rule of thumb when I first started, if I didn't go after 2 days, I would take something. Like that second day, if that third day came, I was taking something. And I didn't have
Yes.
to do that once I got on the higher doses. I don't know, something about those higher
Oh.
doses. And I don't know if maybe I track what I'm eating, so I wasn't really eating different. But when I got to that
That's good
12.5
to
for
know.
sure, I mean, I'm going, if not every day, every other day, which is great. And then of course I gave up meat during Lent, and I
Oh
was
yeah.
going every day. Like even with this low
That's
digestion,
awesome.
because you're not eating the meat is kind of what the protein meat sources can slow it down.
Yes.
And so yeah, so it's different things you can do, but I'm always fascinated when people are doing things that aren't supplements. This is kind of like, yeah, I would say more natural, right? It's just
Yeah.
something you can drink and you're already doing. You can
Yeah.
add to it without taking a pill. Like, geez Louise, not for nothing. I'm sick of pills because I take a lot of
Yes.
supplements.
Me too. So I like Benefiber as far as my supplement for daily fiber because I can mix it into almost anything, food or drink. And
Yeah,
that's just really easy. And I love that it doesn't like puff up on me like some of the other ones. And you don't even realize that you're getting it in, but you're getting it in. I
yeah.
wanted to tell you though, there is a coffee. Somebody, I don't remember if it was on your live or if it was on something that I said, but somebody said they used to love a Starbucks drink. You were talking about Starbucks. It was called Oleata, and
Ooh,
it was with like oat milk. I looked it up. What did it say? Oh, oat milk, extra virgin olive oil, and espresso. So there are
ooh,
people who are drinking this just straight up in their coffee. I'm just not. So I just wanted to
yeah.
be clear
Okay.
about it. I don't know. That feels dangerous to me. I don't think it's an everyday thing. Like you said, I don't think for most people that's gonna be an everyday thing.
Well, let me
But
ask you
something that
out of
is everyday. Oh, please.
no. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say something that is kind of almost every day for me. I was like, I gotta share this. I learned about this from the farm, the oh gosh, what's the drink that you had is called Fairlife. The Fairlife, uh, what is the I meant to remember the name of the channel. It's another one of our GLP-1 channels. Wonderful people. It's a couple. The Fairlife Way or something like that. I'm sorry, y'all, that I don't remember because I've learned a lot from them. But they told everybody about this. And you can add it to so many things. So I've made chia pudding with it. It
Now,
tastes
what is it
like
called again?
it's called Supreva Flavor Powder Butter Biscuit. Can y'all see that?
Yes. Okay.
It's probably backwards, but sorry. I
Now
didn't
I
think
can
about
see.
that. Yeah, I'll post about it just so we'll share it with everybody. I ordered it on Amazon and somebody else was looking for it and it's sold out. So we just got to
Oh,
keep looking and find where we can get it. I'll look
and
back
what does it
on.
do? Is it?
Sorry,
It's a
it's a
flavor
flavor
supplement.
powder. You can add it to your coffee with just a little bit of cream. If you're a cream person, it gives the flavor. It makes me think of those Biscoff cookies. You know what I'm talking
Ooh.
about?
Uh-huh.
They're so yummy. But it's just you can add just a little bit and it gives
Now,
you
what
that
would you add it
flavor.
to? Anything?
Yes. So I've added it
Not
to my
just
coffee.
drinks, food too.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
Not just drinks. You would add it to food
Yeah,
as
food too.
well?
So I made chia pudding with it. Have you had chia pudding?
No.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
like the way it looks. You remember, I'm not like a pudding,
Yeah,
dairy
that's true.
type of girl. Yeah.
That's right. So I made it with, if anybody's interested, like Greek yogurt and some chia seeds, a little, like a splash of cream, and then some of this, and it's so good. So I forgot you're not that's not for you, but maybe somebody else
No.
might like it. It's
Yeah,
delicious. But
people
this
love
stuff
it.
you can
People
put in
love.
so many things.
Yeah, people I'm sure will love it.
Mhm.
Not for nothing. I need to be trying some different recipes and stuff, but the consistency of it, I just don't really like that. I don't
Yeah.
know. But
Yeah.
well, thank you for sharing that. I'm sure some people are going to go out and try to find that. Let us know. Anybody that tries that, let us know. And then you can put it on yours. If you send it to me, I'll put a post up too. We'll really like sell it out.
I know, right?
How about that? So I wanted to ask you really quick before I let you go. So
Sure.
I saw that you have been on your journey for 3 months. You said you started March 8th. So
That's right.
a little over 3 months.
Yes.
Wait, something happened.
I know. I think I can still hear you, but it froze. It's gonna work itself out in Jesus' name.
Jeez,
Oh,
Louise, I did
that's so
so.
sweet.
I moved my hand or something, and it went haywire. Hold on. Jeez,
Okay,
just when I was about to chat with you.
it's
Okay,
okay.
I'd have to restart. It might take you off and then just
It'll be
come back
okay.
on. Okay, here we go. Wait a second. Okay, hold on. I hit something and did something. Okay, we're gonna reload this.
Yay! You did it. You did it. Go Shay. Go
Okay,
Shay.
let me not move my hands too much. I was watching somebody's live stream, and they were saying that when you move your hands a lot, they notice that it slows down or it does whatever. And I realized that this, I probably should start going live from another platform and not sorry StreamYard. I love StreamYard though, but they take up so much bandwidth. It's just so crazy. But anyway, all right, let me stop moving my hands. Let me fold my hands.
Oh, that's good.
Okay. All right. So you 3 months in, I saw that. And so if you had to give yourself a rating on your journey, like as far as how your expectations versus what's actually going on with your journey, what would you, on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being like the absolute, beyond what I thought, and 1 being like, it's worse than I thought?
Oh gosh, I would say 11. That's such a good question, Shay. I would say 11. Like it's so much bigger than I thought it was going to be. It's about so much more, and it's enriching my life so much more than I ever thought it would. And I haven't even lost. No, I said I'm gonna stop saying that. I have lost a whole. Not I haven't lost, but I've lost a whole 13 pounds. Now is that
Yay!
yay? Thank you. Is that as
I'm
much as I
here to give
thought
you
I would
some
have lost
confetti.
by now? No. But I've gained so much. I have gained so much so many wonderful friends and just understanding and acceptance of myself, and I'm healing from the inside out. I really can tell so much is changing, and I love being able to know people like you and everybody on here. Like, I have not received any hate. Now, knock on the wood of the cross, because I know it's out there, but I have met so many amazing people. Some people who've been doing this a long time, some people who've just gotten started, and some people who are like scared to start, but they're thinking about it. Everybody's
Yeah.
just been more than lovely, more than wonderful, and it's helping me to heal. Also, just all the things we have to do to take care of ourselves and to do the things, how we say all the things, to
Yes.
allow it to work in our bodies, even in spite of inflammation and other kinds of illness and metabolic disorder and all these things. It's just helping me to accept this is a lifelong journey. This is not another quick diet where I might lose some pounds, but then gain it back with friends. This is my new life, and these are my new family members. This is a long haul kind of situation. I didn't know that before I
Yeah.
started. So
Well,
that's a
that's
long answer,
great.
but
But I want to say to you, first of all, you're normal and steady, because if you lost
yes.
15 pounds, that averages 5 pounds a month. And, in order to be normal, it's 2 to 8 pounds a month, right? If you're over that 8 pounds, you're considered, more of a faster loser. So bravo to you, because you're
Yay.
a normal and steady. And
Thank
we
you.
don't use the word only. And, I say before, without feeling so stressed and feeling like you're taking control of your health. When is the last time you lost 13 pounds and you just felt easy breezy, lemon squeezy, right? So I think that's a blessing, and you have to be think about it in a positive way. And I, love that you are so positive. And I have to tell you, I'm a positive, upbeat kind of person. And when people were telling me, like, when the bigger your channel grows and you'll get some meanies out there. And honestly, I will say, I really don't get mean comments ever. People will say to me, like, their chat, like pointing their finger and saying, like, why are you taking this? And they tell you, this is not safe. I've gotten those comments, but I really haven't gotten mean comments. And I think because I'm not mean, right? I'm putting positivity out there. I'm spreading love. And I feel like my positive vibes is going to repel the haters.
I love that.
Like, I didn't even say haters, but, people who just, and I think people have their right to their opinion. I think it takes a certain type of person to scroll past somebody who's trying to improve their life and to say mean things. So if I'm ever confronted with that type of person, I'll block it. I will say the one negative comment I did get, now that I'm thinking about it, that was just mean and nasty, was I had put up this post about diversity and, talking about, how, the world is diverse and we should embrace that. And I got this nasty comment. It was on a post. It wasn't even a video. And I just blocked the person. I was going to respond. I was fired up, right? I'm like, I'm going to tell him A, B, C, and D. And I just thought, I'm just going to block it because why waste my time? You know what I'm saying? So I think if you get comments, just block it. I remember one time on the live stream, you could go vertical and horizontal now. And the vertical one is like the phone. And people, all kinds of folks stop in there. It's not just your GOP. You might have some people scrolling by and say, oh, that looks interesting. And somebody came on there and said, you don't have a personality. And I just thought,
they said that to you?
You stopped in here. You know what I'm saying? So people will say anything just to kind of be seen and heard. You know what I'm saying? So I think if you get any of those kind of folks, you just got to block them and keep it moving. Because if you want to keep those positive vibes you got going, you got to just block out the negativity, because if you want to like clap back, right? But it's just like, it's not even worth it. Sometimes now you might catch me on a day where I got time for that. But I haven't been caught really on one of those days yet with the subscribers. So that's a blessing. Before I let you go, I wanted to ask you, you could turn me down and you could not, you do it. But you sang this song that like just had me bopping and bopping and bopping. So can you sing Your Best Friend? Now, I love this song. It reminds me of Beyonce. I want you to channel your inner Beyonce, because she has this song that says she's going to be her own best friend. Like, that's one of the lyrics. And you never heard that?
No.
Yes. Yeah. So that's the thing, being your own best friend. And guess what? I've been my own best friend for 50 plus years.
That's awesome.
So I love it. I love that you're saying that. I want, one of the things I've learned on this journey, meeting people, I came in with confidence, over 300 pounds, being confident, but not all the time. There are periods when my confidence is even, weakened. I think that's just normal and natural. But for the most part, I'm a confident person. If I walk in the room, I am confident, like I'm up in here, right? That's my vibe. But I'm kind of quiet. I don't really say a whole lot. But I want women to, on this journey, embrace being confident in whatever size you are, because let's be realistic. Some of us may not get to that underweight, and like where we're not overweight. Some of us might lose weight and we're still considered obese. Some of us might lose weight to the overweight category. Some of us may lose weight and be underweight, however you get there. But I just think that whatever size you are, you still have to have confidence. So, and that's, one of the themes I want to put in my video. So when you're talking about being your own best friend, I think that's such a great message, because that means no matter what people come in and try to tear you down with, you're centered in yourself. And to me, that foundation starts with God. I don't know what for other people, what it starts with, but I just thank God my parents instilled that in me at a young age. So I want you to sing that song.
I would love to sing it.
I might sing with you, but I can't hold a note like you can hold a note. But baby, I'm gonna try.
But you can do things that I can't do, I'm not shy. I'll sing faster than I used to want to talk because
I
I've been
love
singing my whole
it.
life, you know. But yeah, I would love to sing it, and I hope we all will sing it. And my friend, one of my best friends, Larissa, yesterday said, "Listen, I need for you to make some T-shirts. I said, listen, I'm already working on it because I need it before me all the time.
Yeah,
Because I have been able to love myself to a degree, but not like I'm learning to now. So I'm grateful that there are all kinds of us, like people like you who've been confident, people like me who've been kind of teetering. Sometimes I am, and sometimes I'm really not. You have me crying. I like tears of like understanding and joy and sorrow and all. I
um,
fell upon one of your older videos where you had your sweatsuit on, and you know what I'm talking about. It was
yeah.
beautiful, and you were like, "I got to hold on, I'll be back," because you didn't want to cry with it. I was crying with you anyway. It was
Aw,
beautiful
thank you.
because we have moments like you said, and I look at you. I've been looking at you like, "Oh, this lady is so gorgeous," you know, from the beginning. So thank you for sharing that. That's what helps all of us, for us all to tell the truth and say, even if I am confident, I'm not always. And if I
Yeah,
haven't always been, I'm learning to be, because that's how we
yeah,
all come together. So yeah, let's sing. I'm sorry I didn't
absolutely.
talk that much. I'm gonna be my own best friend. I'm gonna be my own best friend. I'm gonna be my own best friend. I'm gonna be my own best friend, my best friend. I'm gonna be my best friend. Hey, my best friend. I'm gonna be my best friend. Woo! Thank
Woo!
you, Lord. We're gonna be our
Oh my
best
goodness.
friends.
Woo!
I love you, Shay. I appreciate you.
that. Thank you. All right, well, go over and check out her channel, Kara. Be Well with Kara.
Kari,
I
you
love
had it. You had it before. Kari.
Kara. Be Well with Kara. See, I'm gonna
It's
go back.
okay.
Kara, Kara. Be Well with
It's
Kara.
okay.
Thank you for coming on. Oh
Mm,
my gosh, I
mm.
wish you the best on your journey.
Thank
We'll have
you.
to get together again and hang out. And I love that song. That song is gonna stick in my head. My daughter's gonna be singing that.
Good. Thank you
You
so
have a
much.
great voice. Jeez Louise.
Thank
Oh,
you.
are you sing in your church choir?
So I sing in a band setup. Actually a
Oh,
recording artist. I have music on
oh.
all the streaming platforms and except Pandora. So you can
Okay.
listen to other songs that I've written and recorded. Yeah, they're all out there.
Wow.
Cara Waters.
Car Waters.
Yeah.
Oh God, I love that. Okay, I have to
Thank
look
you.
you up. Jeez, Louise. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations on deciding to take care of your health. Let me one
Yeah.
quick question. Is your husband on the journey with you too?
He is not. So he's eating the same things,
Okay,
and he
okay.
does want to lose weight, but he's not at a point where he's feeling like he wants to do GLP. He's talked about it a little, but not yet. So but we're getting healthier all around. We're getting healthier.
I
My
was gonna say,
son,
yeah,
I don't know if you've seen him on some of the videos. We've been cooking together, and he is losing weight too, but he's not on GLP-1 yet. So yeah,
now
it's
how old is your son?
a family thing. Yes, we're all getting healthier.
How,
Our
how
daughter
old is
is
your
actually
son?
slim naturally still right now, but she's also very athletic and yeah.
No, okay. Okay, so how
Mhm.
old are your children?
Oh, sorry. Our daughter is 27 and our son is 24.
24. Oh, wow. I love it. It's
Yes.
a family affair. Remember that?
That's
Jeez,
right. That's right.
Louise, I love it. Well, have a great day. Blessings
Thank
to
you.
you. Keep up the
Thank you.
great
You too.
work. We'll work together. I'm sure get together, hang out. Oh gosh, I love that. I'm gonna be my
I
own
would
best
love it
friend.
too.
We love it. All right,
Thank you.
have a
I'm gonna
great
stay right
day.
here. I'm gonna be watching you.
Okay, we're gonna be talking about Retta. All right, so we have a super chat I saw. Okay, so she says, I have to run, but thank you for a wonderful start of the week. Love your positive energy. Thank you. I love that. So, okay, so who knew this lady could sing? She is a singer. I said, this lady needs to be, well, I said a church choir, a band, wherever you are, you need to be using those. Guys, if I could sing, not for nothing, you guys, I'd be on here giving a mini concert. Now I can hold a note. Now I don't think I'm breaking any glasses, but I'm not sounding like my girl Cara. Jeez Louise. Okay, so great voice. I know. How about that? We love it. Yes, yes, yes. Ooh, we got somebody that's gonna subscribe to her. Go and check her channel out. We love that. I love it. Okay, all right. We love that. Okay, so let me go back to the Reddit question. Retatrutide, is that how you pronounce it? I get tied up. Okay, so I think I have that. So let me just put up here, I did give my little medical disclaimer, and I want this to be a discussion. I don't really want to start giving a bunch of statistics, but I do want to talk about the fact that I've been hearing a lot of people say, and I don't know if they're hearing this from another channel, and I don't know. When you read something, it's up for interpretation. So I'm going to tell you what the actual CEO of Eli Lilly said about who can take this or who will be eligible. And actually, breaking news, I think Dave on the pen probably talked about this because he breaks the news so fast. But Lilly just said that they are pre-approving expanded access to Retta. I mean, can you believe that? So some people are going to have the ability to take Retta. So if you hear some people say they're on retatrutide here on out, it could be approved by Eli Lilly. So they say they're giving expanded access. It's the FDA pathway that allows investigational drugs to be provided outside of the clinical trial. So the patient has to have a serious condition. They have to have no satisfactory treatment options available. So I guess whatever has worked, whatever they were given before has not worked. The potential benefit would outweigh the risk of them taking it, and the manufacturer agrees to provide the drug. So can you believe that? So now, not for nothing, when people are saying they're taking Retta, we can't say, well, it's not approved by the FDA, so why are you taking it? They could be one of these people that were granted special permission. Now, that doesn't mean that it's FDA approved yet, right? This is just like a special thing that they're doing. Doctors still can't freely prescribe it, and everyone can sign up. It does not mean everyone can sign up and receive it. So if somebody comes in here and they're walking in heels, they're in heels, they're running marathons, and they're lifting weights, saying they got expanded access. I don't believe that. Why? Because the first thing they say is, and this is on the FDA website, the patient has to have a serious condition, no other treatments worked. So it has to be something something pretty heavy duty. So I did want to say that. But this is what concerns me, what I'm hearing people say, because I think, people are trying to give out information. And when people have hope, and then we hear the squashing of the hope by saying, well, you have to be 40, 40, your BMI has to be 40 or over. And I've yet to hear anybody in the Lilly camp specifically say that you have to. Somebody I even heard said 48, like your BMI has to be 48. I don't know. We will see. I don't really like to guess and try to figure things out. I just like the facts of it all, and they haven't given facts. But this is what they said. I watched the interview by the CEO, and this is what he said. Eli Lilly's CEO says retatrutide could help people with a BMI over 40 get to a healthy weight. So he said it could. That does not mean when he says it could. People are saying, oh, you got to have a 48. Oh, you got to have a 40. I don't know. Unless I see that come out of his mouth, or unless I see that in writing on their website, I'm not going with that. So if you see that, correct me, because I like to give out the good facts. But he said, because for years, many people with a BMI over 40 were told that bariatric surgery was the only realistic way that they could lose that much weight. He's saying that this, retatrutide can now help people who, don't want to have the surgery, but want those large, weight loss numbers, and 30% or higher. And that 30% is an average. So that tells me that somebody was way over that and somebody was way below that. So there's that, right? People think, oh, 30%, that's going to be neat. Not so fast. We don't know. So I think that it's going to probably be, with that big of a loss in mind. This is just my opinion. I don't know. But I think it's probably going to be, people that are in that, higher tier of obesity. Obesity comes in tiers. You're in a tier. right? And so I think for those higher people, but I also think it could be possibly for people who tried, Zepbound, Mounjaro, Ozempic, Wegovy, and it didn't work for you. And I don't know that your BMI is going to have to be 40 and over. Maybe your BMI is 39, and maybe you're still in the obese, class 2 range, right? Or you still obese and you can't get out of that obese range, and your fat loss, your visceral fat is not moving. All those things. I think I think there'll be other things. I don't see it, and I could be wrong. So I could come on here. I'm just gonna say I was wrong. But I just don't see it being a flat out, you have to have a 40 or higher or a 48 or above. And not for nothing. There's a lady that was in this study, and I remember she was in retatrutide, and her BMI was not over 40. So I don't know. So did they start with people? That's another thing in this study. Does anybody know that? Let me hit up my guy, Round Mount. Because did they start with everybody that had a BMI over 40? That's another thing. In the studies they did, that I don't know. So if anybody could research that and look that up and let me know, I would love to know. Cookie, you're so funny. Oh my gosh. Yes. So there's that. So I want to know, would you guys take Retta? Is that something you would take? For me, if I get to 15, when I'm on 15 and I'm cruising along, and let's say 15 stops, working for me, and I feel like I need something stronger, Retta comes out, I would definitely take it if I could get it. If I could get it, I would definitely take it. And remind you, I've been on this for 2+ years. So it's not like this is the first thing I'm doing. It's not like this is, not something that is new to me. So I love that. So very good. So I'm saying Retta. So the people who are in that Retta trial male, you're saying they started with a 30 BMI or a 27? Is that what you're saying? So yeah. So if you're in the study and you weren't at a 40 BMI, why wouldn't you be able to get it? Somebody who doesn't have a BMI of 40. That wouldn't make sense to me. Right. So why are people saying that? I think when they probably had the medication in mind, they probably were thinking about people who are still struggling, or people who had such a large amount of weight to lose, or people who were taking 15 and 15 didn't even move the needle, which is the highest you could go on Zepbound, Mounjaro. And I'm only speaking about those two because those are the two I know. But so I can see that. But people say, like, oh, you're not going to be able to get it because your BMI has to be 40 or higher. I don't know that that's true. And not for nothing, all these people that are taking, the stuff they shouldn't be taking yet, or they are getting access to whatever that's not FDA approved. These are gym bros, right? And people want to build muscle and that sort of thing. So yeah, and not for nothing, I don't know. To me, I'm barely taking, like I say, Mounjaro and Zepbound that I know that's coming from Eli Lilly. There's no way you're going to get me taking something that is off market, black market, frog market, red market, not our market. No. I just couldn't do it. But not for nothing, people have their reasons for doing things. So would you guys take that? Would you guys take that? No one's. You guys said that already. I kind of missed it. Oh, we got Mayor Mindy stopped in. Mayor Mindy, I love that. 3 meals a day. Yeah, the 3 meals a day. So there's a lot of time. Oh, hi, Gigi. How are you? She says, I just want to be comfortable, girl. That olive oil. Oh, yeah, I remember you said that in the comments about the olive oil. Jeez, Louise. Yeah, I was going to take it on live, and I'm glad she stopped me because I thought I might not make it through the whole live because I don't, my bowels aren't like easy. They're not hard to get going, I should say. Oh, thank you, Gail. How are you? Just finished your last video. It was so great and timely. I'm not going to let the scale steal my victory. I love that. Tanya said we can't even trust the FDA. Well, there's that. I agree. We can't trust them, but we have to go with something, right? Because if that's the case, we wouldn't take anything. because everything is connected to something. So I think for ourselves, we have to kind of set a standard. And even though you can't trust anything, you got to trust something, right? It's like going to the grocery store. We don't know what is going in all in that packaged food, and then people say, oh, eat whole foods, eat just fruits and vegetables. Well, not for nothing. Those have pesticides. Now we're finding out even though organic stuff is not, pesticide free. So it's like, there's always something. So I just think you got to pick your poison and take as much out of the poison as you can. What is going on? So yeah, geez Louise. Let's see. Okay, people are saying Cara was awesome. I agree. Okay, so no one's really saying a whole lot about that Retta. Now, you guys might not need it. You might be at your goal, so you might not need the Retta. What about exercise? I just recently, went to the gym, and I kind of have like a plan with this gym. And I think my weight loss twin is on there. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Patsy. How are you? My weight loss twin is on here, and we were talking yesterday, and one of the things I said was, I'm not going to go to Pilates, right now, I'm kind of, too big for Pilates for what I'm trying to do. And she was like, well, twin, I thought you were gotten past that. Well, the whole not wanting to go into the gym, that's because, you got your gym bros in there working it out. I'm in Pilates. I fit right on in there. You got all in my Pilates I go to now. It might be some, but, Saturday Night Live did this skit about, certain type of women that go to Pilates. Well, they shattered that. They even have like commercials now with plus size women in the commercials. And not for nothing, you don't really have to be a certain size to go to Pilates, but it was a stereotype. That was all just these thin women that were in there, bending their legs and knees back and doing it well. Well, now I was in Pilates. I've gone for a couple years and been very successful, but I feel like at this point in my journey, it's expensive too. That's another thing. And I feel like at this point in my journey, if I'm going to invest that kind of money, I need to invest money into like coming down and building muscle and then getting, bringing that waist in, right? And then I think once I get closer to that goal of maybe even under 200 pounds, then I'll go to Pilates because it does help to tone you up. It helps that core. It was a workout. Like you can't go, I don't know too many people that could go to Pilates and then go and do a full gym workout. I was trying to do that. I thought I was going to do that. Pilates kick your butt, but it's a different type of a workout. So that's what I was saying. And I just think for my size that I am now, I just don't want to do that. I want to put that energy and effort into the weight training and being in the gym and meeting up with those gym bros. Oh my goodness. And if you have, that's the thing, if you have any kind of thing going on with your body or you're comparing yourself, when you go into these gyms, especially this highfalutin gym I'm at, when you go into these gyms and you got these ladies walking around in their bra tops and their spandex and their outfits match and they got the book bag, they got the whole gym persona going on. It's kind of intimidating because I really don't have that. And so, and I knew going in, because this is not my first go around. This is not, with the gym. I've been to this particular gym too before. And my daughter walks in that gym and she's like, Mom, this is like a hotel. And it really is a nice gym. It has everything you could want, need, think about. And so I'm getting my money's worth though, because it's super expensive. But I just felt like for me, so this is my plan. So I plan to stay there for 3 months because it's expensive. Maybe at the end of 3 months, I'll tell you how much it costs. So it's I'm on the in my mind, I'm on the 3-month plan. Unless something changes, I think I'm just going to stay here for at this gym for 3 months. When my daughter goes back to school, my plan is to go to Orange Theory because they have some strength training. And one of my friends, she told me, I don't like Orange Theory. And she said, but they revamped some things and now she loves it. So I'm going to do the Orange Theory and I'm going to join Planet Fitness. Not for nothing, $25. We have some new Planet Fitness locations near me. And I'm just going to go in there. And for $25, I'm going to, go in there and use those, their machines and stuff. I'm going to go in there and do that. So that's my plan in August, September to kind of switch over and take some of this load off of the money that I'm going to be paying to go to the gym. But I had to do something to keep moving because, being retired, I'm busy now, but at some point, I hope my life slows down a little bit. And so that's what I'm thinking. So what are you guys doing for exercise? What are you guys doing? I see some new folks joined us in the chat. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to swear. Okay, so my twin, she says nothing can be trusted these days. We're made of Teflon because we definitely have been poisoned. Oh, for sure. For sure. And not for nothing. That's why when you see really healthy people and then they still get a sickness and you're like, dang, how did they do that? Well, it's so many things that are toxic. It is. You just have to pick your poison, I always say. And unfortunately, that's so true. But yeah, geez, Louise. I thought I would never take Mounjaro, but here, me too. And I actually said no to Mounjaro. Geez, Louise, Mounjaro, Ozempic, all the injections of it all. I said no and took the pill and thought I was going to do well on that, and it just did not agree with me. And this is the Ribelsis, the Ozempic pill. This is not the Wegovy. There was no Wegovy pill, Zepbound pill. This was like, I'm an OG. I'm in a break room, which is wasting my time inside. You said you are so funny. So here I am. Hey, Anissa, how are you? Vicky from LA. I mean, Las Vegas. I was about to say LA, Las Vegas. How are you? What is the temperature in Vegas? Jeez Louise. You said I'm on Zoom for Anissa. So you're on a Zoom for a PD, the breakout room icebreaker. So I pivoted to this live. Hi, Didi in chat too. Those teacher PDs are famous for getting you distracted. Jeez, Louise. Okay, Mel says 39 are watching. We're at 51 now. So 51 people are watching. Please like the live. Okay. Oh, hello. How are you? Real Mama Beefy. A cute name. Some of these names are so clever. Beefy, love that. Summer PD is for the birds, right? Okay, so Cat C says ex Pilates instructor. It can be adapted and used by most people. It helps you learn how to control muscles in a specific way, and it's mentally taxing. Absolutely. And I think people think when you're doing Pilates, you're just like, they don't consider it a workout. They don't really realize that it's a workout. I thought I was going to do Pilates and, go and do Planet Fitness. No, ma'am. Oh, thanks for everyone for welcoming, being in the bushes for months. I just got the nerve to drop. Oh, thank you for dropping in. We love to see you. We're going to give you some confetti for coming in. I love that. Jeez, Louise. All right, very good. Thank you. Let's see. Who else do we have? I hope my girl Journey is in here. Okay, I thought I saw Journey. When I go to the gym, I wear sweatpants and a t-shirt. It's not a fashion show. I'm there to work out. I don't care about looking glam. Yeah, I know. I don't either. I don't have, well, I do have some since I've been in, Ayuga. Are you getting your Ayuga? Diva 25 is the code. Double stack that code. I'm going to be putting on some Ayuga stuff. They reached out to me and said, pick out what you want, Diva, and let us know and we'll ship it to you, and I'm going to show you guys what I'm wearing. And so yeah, I love some Ayuga. Ayuga makes sure, and now mind you, I already got some nice buns, but Ayuga makes them look even better. So if you got a bun, you got buns and they're sagging, get you some Ayuga pants. So I'm going to try those on. I'm going to let them know what to send me, and I'll be trying on some things. But this is so true. This is not even Ayuga. For some reason, I'm one of those ladies. I don't like the matchy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like the outfit that comes with the shirt, pants, shoes, socks, hat. No, I want to mix and match. I'm a mix and match girl. My mom and I were so different. My mom, if she buys a pants, she got to have a top to match it. Me, I will buy the pants and find a top to match it. I've never been matchy. So I'm not like that with the gym. Which is good, right? Because those are the girls I see with the top matching the pants. It's cute. Don't get me wrong. It's just not me. So I don't even know if I could, even Ayuga, I know they're like, dang, she's picking out stuff that don't match up. She's not picking out the sets, right? And I told her that's one condition to working with me, as I have to be able to pick out what I want to pick out. Because if I come on here picking out something I won't wear, it's, why would I do that? I wouldn't do that. So yeah, so I might show you what actually would match up with it, but I'm just not gonna have it on. So bad, so bad. That's just me. Oh geez, Louise. Chair aerobics. Ooh, love the chair aerobics. That's a good way to take some of that pressure off of your knees. Okay, so Vicky says she's living in Vegas. I try walking in the evening when the weather gets cooler. Yeah, it's so hot there, but geez, Louise, a Vegas lady. Journey, we gotta sing happy birthday. She says, oh my goodness, you are early today. Good morning. It's 7:46. Geez, Louise, where are you again? Journey, but hold up, honey. We're gonna sing happy birthday. I love a good birthday. Are you ready? We got 50 people watching. Bring somebody else on with you so 60 people can be singing a Journey. Happy birthday, Journey. Happy birthday, Journey. Happy birthday, Journey. Happy birthday, Journey. Happy birthday. We love it. Journey, congratulations on your birthday. Jeez Louise, and absolutely, you said this in the comments. Let me get this off the screen. Now, you said this in the comments, so I hope it's okay to say, but Journey is 40. 40. She turned 40. Welcome to perimenopause and all the things. You know what? No, you could be experiencing it even before your 40s, but we love that for you. When I think about you, I always think that you're a good mom, because you're always talking about doing things with your kids and busy with your kids. And hopefully your kids made you feel so special on your birthday. We love that for you. Jeez Louise. All right, very good. So let me see. I think I scrolled down and missed a bunch of folks. I think I said hello to Andrew. Okay, I'm scrolling down. Let's see. I'm scrolling. Boss lady, how are you? How are you doing? Okay. Let's see. I'm scrolling down. I got off of my thing. My name twin is in here. I saw her about the gym and the clothes. Okay. Then I saw Journey. Oh, it was 100. I could not live there. Jeez Louise. It's 110. You gotta be kidding me. Oh my God. The last time I was in Vegas, I turned 50 and I celebrated, and I went with 10 friends, and it was hot. It was hotter than I don't know what. Texas. It ain't Texas. It was hot. I'm like, but Texas heat and Vegas heat are different types of heat. I figured that out. Okay, so who do we have in here? Let's see. Thank you. We're glad you stopped in. You got to come back in with us. Good morning, Miss V. She says, not retired yet, getting ready for work. I do reformer Pilates 3 to 4 times a week, and add 20 minutes of weightlifting 2 times a week, and then 8,000 steps a day. We love that. Oh, you are a busy lady. Well, not for nothing. That's why you looking good and fabulous over there. I love that. Jeez Louise. Orange Theory killed me 3 times when I went. I didn't Wait a second, boss lady. We got to give her some confetti for doing all of that. I'm tired just reading that. Jeez Louise. Miss V, I am tired reading all that. Oh gosh, I need to take a screenshot. So whenever I get like, I don't want to do it, I'm going to say, look at Miss B. Miss B is doing. See, this is what I mean about comparing yourself for inspiration. I'm not on here saying, oh, I'm terrible. Miss B is doing this. Miss B is doing that. And I'm not doing that. Well, guess what? I'm going to use that as inspiration. So I'm going to say, geez, Louise, when I don't feel like going, I'll say, Miss V is doing it and doing it and doing it well. I love that, Miss V. You keep it up. You look great. I don't know, girl. Now I got all cute Ayuga. I may want to get cute now. Diva 25 is the code. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yeah. And you know what? Not for nothing, Shay. It's that Ayuga is it's a nice price. I mean, seriously, for the I have on some Ayuga pants right now. Jeez Louise. Um, and I'm telling you, not for nothing, Ayuga is, I want to say, when I first, to be honest, when Ayuga reached out to me, I thought, usually when you get clothes that aren't more on the expensive side, whatever you call expensive, to me, I like quality versus cheapness. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Because then to me, it equals out. If you buy cheap, you buy multiple because it's going to shred up eventually the washer or dryer. When you buy quality, you could spend a little bit extra on one piece and it lasts you. That's just how I've always bought my clothes. And it's so funny because a lot of times when you're a bigger girl, I never see people, it's rare with the same stuff as I am because I'm spending that coin on my stuff. And I'm one of those people, if I really find something, I'll buy two of it. And I might buy it in the same size for when I run that down, or I'll buy it in a smaller size thinking I'm going to lose weight. I never try to buy a bigger size, a smaller size. So I have, clothes to go. Then people say, you keep up your clothes. Well, that's because I buy multiple if I have something I really like. But when I got introduced to this Ayuga, I thought I got to try this out. The first thing I do when I get any clothes, if it's something that you can't wash, I take it to the dry cleaners because I just don't know how many folks that touched it, rubbed their hands on it, sneezed on it, coughed on it. My daughter too. I always wash everything before I use it. So if you're not doing that, start doing that. That's a great habit to have. So I washed those Ayuga and I just let me see how these babies are going to hold up. I tried them on. I will say that before I washed it the first time I had a pair because I wanted to see the difference. So I washed them and I've been washing them. They haven't shriveled up. They haven't messed up, that whole thing. So we'll see now that I'm going to the gym and sweating in them because I was really, doing my little stuff here. But when I'm doing my stuff here, I have on shorts. I'm not dressed for like the gym necessarily. Or I have on, just any old thing. But when I'm out and about and wearing this Ayuga, you could wear out and about, like to the grocery store, running my errands. Well, now that I'm sweating to the oldies at the gym, and not the oldies, I mean, they're playing some. So I'm like, I never heard this song. Good song. So when I'm at the gym, though, it's a little bit different. So there's that. So Ayuga is great. And I'm telling you, for the girls with no bootay, it's going to help you have a bootay. And I don't need help with mine. But for those of you who need the help, there you go. I'm gonna see if I can find that picture of my bootay and show you guys because yeah, it lifts you. It really does lift you. I'm gonna see if I can find it. If that's a thing. Okay, here's a picture of my bootay with this Ayuga. I'm charging my phone. Look at my hat, kind of matches my phone. Bam. Okay, so you guys remember that picture of me? Look at that bootay. It looks like two round circles, like two cantaloupes. And see how it kind of pulls you up. It does. It pulls you up. Here are some Ayuga pants. I have these pants I have on. They hold you in. I just love Ayuga. So Shay, get you some Ayuga, stack the codes. Right now, I think they have a 20% off. Maybe I'll put that stuff up there. 20% off they have, and then you could use the Diva 25 on top of that and get you a nice discount and get some nice stuff. And let me know how it works out. If you want, it's no pressure, no stress. All right, anything else you guys want to talk about? Because we're at 11 o'clock yet. You said, hey, Dee Dee, I am a good grandma. The granddaughters are in the other room doing who knows what. Yes, you are. I just hope your house is not messed up when you go back. Oh, my God. Sometimes I've gotten off these lives and my daughter has put her slime. Like, she loves slime. And she's like, Mom, I get so much satisfaction from the texture. This is her words these are her words from the texture of this slime. And she will try to wet it to see what it's going to do. She's trying to follow what they do on the show. Like sometimes when I'm annoyed with her on live, it's because the day before she was doing something she was supposed to do. And she'll put it in there. So now I had slime all over my bathroom. And you know what? Got it off. She called herself trying to clean up, but she didn't do a good job. So I got like one of those magic erasers. And do you guys know what those are? And it came off. So yeah. But that's one of the gifts to myself. I'm going to hire a cleaning lady here. Probably when I started cleaning out all this stuff, I had so much school stuff. And I said to myself, I need to let this stuff go because my daughter's past 3rd grade now. So I don't know who could use it. I gave away so much stuff, but some things I kept. So I told my dad, that's your job to help me go through this stuff and throw a bunch of stuff away. Maybe I could take it to her school, but some of these programs are, like if you guys see right there, it's called Everyday Math. That's a math program. I need to throw that out. Most schools aren't going to take that because they go with what they use. So while you say, and then you give it to a family, they're not going to understand some of that math. This 3rd grade math is not like it used to be. I give them that stuff, and some of these parents don't understand the math we're doing, which I get because we didn't learn it that way. So anyway, so I got a lot of work to do. But yeah, so anyway, so 40th birthday. Oh, journey. She says, thank you for the birthday wishes. All right, anything else you want to talk about? You don't like leggings back in the fall. I bought sweatpants from Iuga, and they're still cool. Also, you did buy some Iuga. Very good. Yes, Yoga 20 is the stackable code with Diva 25. Now, Mel, I just got a thing from her, and I knew it was from her only because, like, they'll tell me when somebody buys a product, and so I knew it was from Mel because we had just talked about it. She said, I got stuff in my cart, and when she made that purchase, I got a notification. So, and, I know, sometimes people aren't into giving super chats or, whatever. So, that's a way you can support the channel because I get a little bit of a commission when, people buy the Iuga. So it's something you get out of it, and so do I. So I appreciate that. So I'm going to put a picture of my booty. I'm going to put a picture of my booty, the leggings with my little stomach hanging. I'll put it up there. Geez, Louise. So when my stomach flattens down, I might not ever be totally flat. But when it flattens up, I remember having a flat stomach. Like, where were those days? You will be able to see the difference. Journey says we had a free table at our school. Yes, and I gave away a lot of stuff, but some stuff I thought this is, how like some stuff you say you want to keep. Have you ever gone through a stack of clothes and you said, I'm keeping this? And then when you actually, give away the other stuff and then you go back through that pile that you were going to keep, you're like, heck, I need to give away this and that. I'm at that stage, Journey, where I said I'm keeping some things just in case my daughter needs it, just in case, my friends' kids need it, one day. But I got to have a place to store all that. So I got to figure out and get rid of it. It's some stuff I'm keeping that it's just sentimental, like books and certain workshops and this that I taught. But I don't need that stuff. So I'm going to really let that stuff. That's my goal. This is supposed to be a cooler week in Ohio. It's been hot, then it's been cool, then it's been hot. And I said, I'm going to basically go through things this week is my goal. Wow, it's cool. But I'm going to actually, when I get off this live, not for nothing, I'm going to take a nap. I was up last night. That video took longer to upload. Go watch that video if you get a chance. I was up, and so I was just, I just got a lot of stuff done. I had to do stuff for my stock club. So anybody in here from the stock club, I did put up our little research we're doing. I did put up, what makes a good company. I put that up in there. I put a couple of things up in school, reminding folks about watching my video in the inner circle. I had some emails that I had to email back. Iuga was one of those people I had to respond to. There's another company that reached out to me, kind of a bigger company. And so I'm in the process of kind of negotiating some things with them. I went through some of my emails. I got some of those emails out of there. Email Cara, I was supposed to email her. So a lot has been going on. So anybody have anything they want to talk about? What about anybody have any HRT questions, hormone replacement therapy? Oh, okay, okay, very good. Yeah, it was your daughter telling me she her buns were sitting up. Love that. Ohio has been steaming it. Yes, very good. You said I seen your bootay and your ayuga. You got to stop bragging and putting the rest of us to shame. Well, you got to go with your strengths. And right now, I see these girls wanting to get these bouteilles. And since mine is natural, I got to go with my strength. How about that? It's so funny. But yeah, that's the thing. But nowadays, instead of getting the stuff injected and all this and that, I think they have some booty pads and stuff like that you could wear if you want to, I don't know why people go to that extreme, but I guess you want it to be real. So when people feel on it, I don't know. This is a funny story. One of my friends, and she's she's a Caucasian lady. And I'm telling you, but she kind of has that Kim Kardashian look. Like has a tan. The kids mistaken her for me at school because that's how dark her skin can be. But I'm telling you, one day, well, I should tell this story. Now that I've identified her, I can't tell the story. She might be embarrassed. She might be embarrassed, but I will just say having a bootay is a thing. Like, but what I'm saying, don't do anything surgical, in my opinion, because I think remember it used to be like getting the breast was a thing. Like everybody when you turned 18, people wanted to get a boob job and they wanted to get bigger boobs, and now that's played out. And mind you, being in your 60s, 70s, having those big old babies sitting up like that. I mean, geez, Louise. Then it turned into your bootay, and now they say that's played out. So I don't have to worry about it because mine is all natural. So whether it's in or out, mine is just going to be sitting there because I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. And my mom also had a nice size rump that was like kind of like mine, but I'm a size 14, 16. Meanwhile, my mom was a size 6, and she still had a nice. Every woman in my body has a nice behind, like some of them bigger than it probably should be, even way bigger than mine. So that's just the thing. So I think that's the one place I hit the lottery, I would say. So hopefully it doesn't deflate though as I lose weight. That's a thing. So when I'm telling you, in these gym classes, we've been doing squats with weights and I've been squatting it out. I left there thinking, geez, Louise, my butt is going to be literally on my back. I keep doing these exercises. Oh my goodness. Okay, okay. Okay, so you said you didn't want to do HRT, but you did take is it called gabapentin for hot flashes, but it made me gain 2 pounds. Wow. Geez, Louise. Okay, it made you gain 2 pounds. You said there was a day when I would have gave Dee Dee a run for her money. That is so funny. Jeez, Louise. Oh my goodness. Well, we'll get to see. I'll be seeing you sooner than later. I love that cookie. You said tell it. Angela, I don't want to lose friends. Now, I don't think she watches, but it's so funny. She probably is watching this because I'll be talking about her. Isn't that so funny? Your friends and family don't even watch your YouTube, and if they do, it's probably when they're just like bored, have nothing else to do. So that's why I say people who don't watch your channel, it's fine. Your own it's so funny when people get upset that this creator, that person, or this a group is not watching their YouTube videos, and it's like your own friends and family aren't watching. Get over yourself. I mean, seriously. So yeah, I don't really get upset because, like I say, my dad isn't even watching it. He knows I'm on here. So if I'm not gonna be mad at him, I'm not gonna be mad at anybody. All right. So, all right, anything else for the cause? My nickname was J-Lo. Ooh! My nickname was J-Lo. Now it's Noma. So So was it the weight loss, or was it just like, just over the years? I wonder, was it that? Oh, what I have like this is so funny. This ring used to be so tight, and look how it rubbed against my skin. That's why I have that there. So now that it's loose, you can see it, and it's so annoying. But this I could just take this baby on and off. At one point, it was sliding right down. So I have to make sure I don't lose this ring. But yeah, so anyway, all right. So that's funny, Cookie. I know. She said no, Mom. All right. Anything else for the cause? It was so cool hanging out with you guys. I want you to check out my video. People are, that people are seeing them get so much, inspiration and hope from my latest video, and they can relate to some of those truths. You just watch the whole thing, front to back. I loved it. I was kicking myself because I don't like to put out videos late, but it just didn't work out that way. But I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna come back in. I love the coffee. Before we leave, wait, somebody's saying I lost mine with 100 pounds, went to the boobs and boot tag. Isn't that crazy? And not for nothing, people, who lose a lot and then your chest gets flat. Well, mine is big and on the flatter side too. So, I mean, it is what it is. Unless you're getting a breast lift, I mean, it's just is what it is. We just got to love our bodies. So, cheers to loving our bodies and being our own best friend and having that confidence. We love it. Have a great rest of your week. I'll see you guys on Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. Be there or be square. Bye.